Hello everybody, welcome back to an all-new recap of America's Next Top Model with me. This episode was a little predictable for me, and I kind of already knew who was gonna go home just by the editing, so let's talk about it. But first, I did a little giveaway in my last video, and I gave you 3 rules, and I have picked a winner, and I will announce the winner at the very end of this video. So let's go ahead and talk about this episode of America's Next Top Model.
Wanna be on top. You wanna be on top. You know what's inside, baby. Boys in the house. Boys in the house. You wanna be on top.
First things first, the girls had a double winner last week. So Tosh and India both won Best Photo last week, which I thought was really weird that 2 people won Best Photo. But you know what? To each his own. So we see both of their pictures, and then they have a special visitor, and that is Rita Ora, and she has come to just give them advice, just talk to them and kind of get to know them a little bit better. And I really think that this episode is the first time that we're getting to know the final 6 on a more personal level that's not so much competition wise. We are seeing who has the potential to win the competition just from their personal stories, and I really like that. I didn't like that the whole conversation ended up being about the twins. There's a reason why I didn't want the twins back in the competition from the comeback, and this is why, is because it just gets dominated by their drama and their unresolved issues. But I do like both of them. I just didn't like the whole "you're better than me, I'm better than you, stop, blah, 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 give me credit" twin drama. You just gotta get over it. Do best for yourself and stop worrying about what other people think. Like, get over it, hunty. And then we find out that the girls are going to be doing a day in the life of Rita Ora and having paparazzis and a photo shoot and all this other stuff that Rita Ora would normally do in her day-to-day life. Do I think it's every day that she would do this? No. Do I think it's every so often? Probably. The one thing about this whole challenge that they're having is that rarely in top model history has anyone gone on to be stalked by paparazzi. Maybe 2 people. There is maybe 2 people that actually have paparazzis following them around. And so this challenge, as entertaining as it is from a reality TV perspective, it's just not a very real example of how the real world would be once you're off the show. Granted, you have a lot of opportunities and you can do so many things with the platform, but having paparazzi, you're not Jennifer Aniston, you're not Brad Pitt. Like, there's not going to be paparazzi waiting for you outside your door. I live in a neighborhood that has a bunch of people that have been on So You Think You Can Dance, on different reality shows. I've never seen one paparazzi in my life. The challenge that they have is the paparazzi challenge, and I thought that all the girls' pictures were fine. Like, they're fine. You look fine, you look good. Nobody's gonna be able to say anything negative about your photo if it's on the cover of a magazine. And so when they chose a winner, I was kind of just, how do you choose who wins this challenge just based off a paparazzi picture? And they picked Courtney, which I didn't think she had the best paparazzi picture, but you know what? Oh well. She picked India to go to Universal Studios in Orlando. So they got to leave the competition for 2 days and go to Orlando and go to Disney World, and not Disney World, go to Universal and go to Harry Potter World. I wish on my season we could have gone to Harry Potter World. That's not fair. The girls end up doing their paper magazine cover shoot, and I'm really excited about this because you can kind of see who has a standout personality, standout cover, and who can actually win this competition. So we have 6 people left. They all do their photo shoot. Tosh really struggled with this photo shoot, and I'm not really surprised that she struggled, just because she did so well last week, and then when you give her something that's a little more staccato and not movement like she did with the last photo shoot and the dancing challenge when she came back, I think that she kind of, I I think that she struggles when it's just something straight on and a small cropped photo. So I from that moment when she didn't do well in the photo shoot, I knew she was gonna go home. There was no build up to a potential somebody else going home for me in the episode. Cody did a really good job. I really liked her photo. She looked really beautiful and strong and feminine, but also had that intensity in her face. I could see her picture on the cover of a magazine in stores, wherever. Courtney's photo was very striking. It's a photo that if you saw it, you would stop and look at it, which I really liked. Corian, when Drew was talking to her during the photo shoot, he was just like, "You look old," which is so harsh. Like, oh my God, if I was ever told that I look old in a photo, I think I would feel really down. I don't ever want to look old. No offense to older people. Aging is beautiful, but when you're a young adult, you don't want to look older than you are. I didn't like her photo. I didn't think it was strong enough. I thought it was a little blah. There's a reason why she's kind of been up and down on the competition from the top to the bottom every week, and I think this photo was kind of a culmination of, you're good sometimes, you're not good others. Why would we want you to represent America's Next Top Model on the cover of a magazine if we can't get a for sure amazing shot every time you do a photo shoot? I just didn't like hers very much. India's was good. It wasn't my favorite she's ever done. Her face is just so striking that you're gonna look at her. Her eyes are incredible. Her makeup was great for the photo. I really think that she has a shot of winning the competition. I want her to win. I don't know if she does. I really like her personality. They keep saying she doesn't have personality. Okay, she does have a personality. It's just not in your face like everybody else. It's more reserved, behind closed doors personality. Tatiana's photo was probably the weakest for me. It didn't do anything for her in the competition. It was kind of just another model on the cover of a magazine or in a fashion spread. It wasn't the business boss brand that they're looking for, and I think Tatiana has that with being a business owner. She also has a really strong, great personality, but this photo didn't do her justice. It wasn't my favorite she's ever done. So that's pretty much it. That was all the photos. I think the judges made the right decision in sending Tosh home. I think it was her time to go. I think coming back in the competition, you have to be on your A game at all times, and if you slip up once, then you're not gonna last. And I think that's kind of what happened with her, is that she slipped up and then she had to go home. The top three, I'm predicting it right now. I think there'll be India, Courtney, and either Cody or Tatiana. I think that's the top three. We'll see. I think the next person to go home is either Corian or Tatiana or Cody. One of those three are gonna go home. I think Courtney and India are in it to win it. I think they're here to stay. Those two will definitely be in the top three for sure. And if they're not, I'm gonna be so surprised, and I'll be so upset that I have to say that I was wrong. We're down to the final five. Apparently they're not going on another destination as they have in past seasons, which I'm okay with. Staying in New York is probably the best option for the fashion world. I think that the top five are pretty strong. I think that there are some front runners and there's some people that aren't gonna make it all the way. We see in the preview that they're gonna be doing something with paint all over their face. You know, that's gonna be an interesting shoot to see. There's only 3 more episodes left. There's episode 12 with a bonus clip show. There's episode 13, and then there's episode 14, which is the final episode. We're coming to the end, folks. Only 3 episodes left. We have to get a winner soon. And speaking of winners, the winner of the giveaway of our hat and our sweater with the What's Next and the ANTM on the other sleeve is Luis Cabrera. You can see his comment right here. Congratulations, Luis. I will need you to email me so I can get your address and I can send you your prize. Yay! Congratulations. But I hope you enjoy it. Whenever you get it, please send a picture to me and I'll share it in the next video if you get it before the next video. But thank you all so much for watching this recap. This episode was a little bland for me. It wasn't as exciting as previous episodes. I don't really have a whole lot to say about what happened, but comment down below what you're thinking. It's the final 5. We're down to the wire. I will see you all next time for another recap of America's Next Top Model. This is episode 11. Next week is episode 12. I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Wanna be on top. You wanna be on top. You know what's inside, baby. Boys in the house.